all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs, no matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the I.S.U.P.K like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the I.S.U.P.K. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Yeah. U.P.K shit, man. One West. Hey. I'm a U.P.K nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'ma say, no, New Orleans is going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I pull up in the SRT. Burn a rubber, hey, U.P.K shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects. It go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us, and we ain't them. I told him, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog. Hey, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call. Put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog. Hey, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. U.P.K shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gonna do this shit the U.P.K way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
Business moves fast. Your communication should too. Dialpad is the AI-powered platform built for better customer engagement. It's one platform for calls, messages, and video. Secure, seamless, and built.
They said free the Palestinians, then celebrate the death of native Indians. How these other races gon' take us serious? They don't. It's silly thinking you can fight oppression with a vote. I'm so woke, I got sleep deprivation. Belly of the beast giving birth to a nation. You know how I feel to have culture and they take it. It'll never be peace. Tell them free the reservation. Till it's backwards. They don't know that they exist no more. Ever try reaching out for help and you just get ignored? Pick up vices like drugs, your child fill a void. They get a youth life sentence for a killing. He was just a boy. Niggas poor, what we living for? Life a gamble, it's like 10-4. Police hands around your neck, they just hit record. We in war, man, this ain't the norm. But you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know. Mama on the stage crying. She just lost her only son to gang violence. Pops level 4 yard talking through the vents. Have you ever tried to hug your loved ones through a fence? Have you ever been hated just because your skin? Have you ever worked all week and couldn't pay your rent? Life a trip to try and catch my balance. Every step feel like I'm walking backwards. Credit card, but gotta check the balance. I come from where it's rough, that's why my heart callous. They want you to fall weak, that's a war tactic. Look how we live, what's scary than that? What you know about crossing the Darien Gap? Risk a life to live in hell or bury your kids. Either way we gotta suffer and they just get rich. Life a bitch, why waste time telling you that? Cause if you ain't a nigga like me, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know.
Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round, he'll spit shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pot. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the I.S.U.P.K, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray aloud. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. See a man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for the G's on that bread, Yeah. I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. I endured to the end cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets but the truth made me a man. Shit I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig. I
seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Yo, I don't make this beat, boy.
Yeah, you already know what time it is, you understand? U.P.K, One West of the Command Junior YAHANNA, all my brothers, we rolling through, you understand? Cause these niggas weak, these niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, watching, they all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is private. Hard on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'ma need a diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all politics with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe and won't compromise a thing. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The labor swore down the death sentence. Can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, U.P.K style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soap.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shields
That's
and
right.
the fatigues and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king on the stand. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them rappers.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
we gon'
right.
eat and drink. Me and all
my
my
you like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they're never over. U.P.K, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spit it with the load. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than Central Locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top door. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court, from the DC school. I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm U.P.K, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and that's not really fair. All it was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's U.P.K until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Heavy cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Dear God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was
A.B. with the keys.
Chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness. At the what? Strangeness of his salvation.
With the oppressor called UFOs. Now, from the tribe of Judah, who would be the so-called Negroes in America today.
You don't really got a place, my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Sexuality straight, my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' slay till you break my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Your doubt of yourself is what would say you ate my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' do all your time, all of your crimes. Trying to steal our shine, fucking with crime, devils gon' die. And forgot about past is bad to die with your master fast and nuclear blast, disaster, cash, the last, the slave and straight salvation. Take it for the Lord, a man of war, and my king is bloody as a sword. Flame of fire, it is I, vengeance is yours, against the wicked to the core. I tend to pull, but I can't ignore cries that you know, cries of the poor. It's for your good of my nation, so y'all can bleed my salvation. For the disgrace of the occasion, been waiting patient for a taste of my super strange soul. As they phase me back off the spaceship, I met your face, no hesitation. Screaming Yahweh, Yahweh, shine like your last wave of invasion. With them 200 million angels with 4 faces, who gon' face us? Get that call to the throne, singing that same song. It is true. Singing, say, bow down to a priest and lick up the dust off of thy roof. Into my whip, you gon' take skin cancer, you gon' bake. Pick and pop on my state, your fate too late. And ain't nowhere safe out of space. And ooh, I can't wait. You don't really got a place, my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Sexuality straight, my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' slay till you break my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Your doubt of yourself is what would say you ate my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' do all your time, all of your crimes. Trying to steal our shine, fucking with crime, devils gon' die. And forgot about past is bad to die with your master fast and nuclear blast, disaster, cash, the last, the slave and straight salvation. 400 years of the slaves running, you to earn about 800, cause you stay hunting and you overdone it with your drugging and locking us up for nothing. Now the roads are buffing on my headband, floor the lids when they come marching in. Keep you drip with the fringes falling, with not a single cent up on me. Prince of the power, 144,000 in the hour you devoured. The world is ours, wasn't scared to doubt it. Ain't come up out of you, became no coward. Jewelry shower, my ribs and down. Powder gems for they face to flower. My seeds browsing those streets, my house is gonna be a tower. No evils out and ride around in my drop sedan, made of golden diamonds. Fuck a band, she passes no chauffeur and open my doors. Who wasn't upholding the law, heathens were raw. Facing the floor when I cross, suffer my forefathers fall. Family separated, plantations, that's justice, thus said the Lord. And I can't wait for it cause you don't really got a place in my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Sexuality straight, my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' slay till you break my salvation.
Straight salvation.
Your doubt of yourself is what would say you ate my salvation.
Straight salvation.
You gon' do all your time, all of your crimes. Trying to steal our shine, fucking with crime, devils gon' die. And forgot about past is bad to die with your master fast and nuclear blast, disaster, cash, the last, the slave and straight salvation.
Straight salvation.
A.B. with the keys.
They say the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. That's why I've been on black, booted, ready for war like Yahweh, raised under warriors and mighty men just so I can
put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Bobby Shaw, let me prove a worth. And when the sky falls, it's gonna catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my art, but we all been out here. We all about them, my father's work. Yahweh, Yahweh, shout. I'm from this move all the time. My ladies is fine. We follow the order I told you. Full of culture, you ain't thought of. Streets I was taught on. Type you can really depart on. Bought, sold, and I fought on. Charges I caught on. They call it the cause of the heart that I got for assault on my block. Snitch, I am not. Hit for a cop. My enemy sinned against me. I'm a sinner. But what they got in them, they healing baptism of Christ. Screaming, Yahweh, Yahweh, shout. Hear my battle cry. Ready to die, no biggie. Hardly offend me. I'm litty. She wanna get with me. I'm picky. digging the rib till she dizzy. Give it a rapture, get it back rubbed, and back to the action. Packing the full metal jacket, never get murked. Putting in my father's work. Never see me with them heathens, my team hated. We the greatest on face of the earth. We the truth, I know it hurt. Fruitless to believe your words. It ain't about nothing, you bluffing. Scared, go to church. True definition of Christian win. You got 15 men, we got 2 or 3. But the difference is, we got discipline. Nigga, listen here. War with these warriors, get your whole existence clear. Talking you, your house, or your rented kids. Screaming, oh my God, with the vengeance here. So I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Charles, let's prove it worth it. When the sky falls, it's gonna catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Chosen rose and concrete. Ain't nothing sweet for a street. Dwell on my record, told the story, selling for cake every day. Yo, I just wanna celebrate. 1738. Up in my cup like what's up is you single to mingle. I'll bring you out the world, show you queendom. Lead you straight to the kingdom. We ain't gon' rush, of course. I was taught the court till you make your mind up and say you mine. Soaking in the oil, smelling so divine. Make you lady hold you 110-5. You was my desire, get a righteous guy. But I've been so wicked from the dirt. Filling your portion, of course, it's more than I'm worth. Just make me get back to this work. Ready for war, hope came booted. Bulletproof shooters to do what they told. Orders by generals from the Lord of hosts. Double time, nigga, let's go. Blazing on all the beasts in the street, I got heat. Rude speech about they bad luck and they lies till they cross the line. Then they come to find their whole body bagged up. Gotta cut, leaving blood everywhere for the art that he thought. He told him walk with me when I talk simply. Is that what I talk is the law? Be so heavy though, it's when I'm watching foes who gon' rock and roll off the hook. Fish the most vicious niggas out malicious conditions. This hit isn't for the shook. Now watch while I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Charles, let's prove it worth it. When the sky falls, it's gonna catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. My father's work.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
how you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cup?
Yeah.
Stop, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's lock up. I know you know
who
Ron.
the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seen decent dope.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kind of slow. I asked him why the struggle. He got stuck up for his bundle, but them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
Bitch, he got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying? I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again,
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we've been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we riot, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alden Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. And we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
You there. And we're off. Okay, wait. Nope, that ain't it. That'll work for now. That's fine. Leave it. That's the one. All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Clap it up for class. Clap it up. Oh, Sarah, clap for class. Well time, cry. Shalom, Israel. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Stop. Started Salakia. Let me start that again. All right. Kids will be kids. Salakia. We are the I.S.U.P.K., the Israelite School of Universal. That's it. Practical knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. And since 1969, we have been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that we are the true Israelites according to biblical prophecy, history, and archaeology. And tonight, like every other Friday night that the Most High gives us, we are here to teach you your heritage, give you back your culture by giving you back your language, your holy tongue, the Lashawan Qadash, the biblical Hebrew, all right? With no dots or tittles, with no Yiddish infusion. It is the pure, raw, uncut Hebrew language that our forefathers spoke, all right?
Right.
And that they wrote these documents, these records that we have for our people, for us. They wrote it in this language, okay? And the way we start every class is the same. Well, the way I start every class is the same. We start with the fundamentals, with the foundation. Anytime you want to learn a language, you have to start with the alphabet, okay? The alphabet of that language. So this is the alphabet of that language, okay? And it goes like, wait, Salakia, can we get a mic, Babakasha? I'm gonna let Shorty do it right quick. Yeah, she gonna do that. You know, because we teach both the ancient script and the Assyrian script. This is what you would see more archaeologically. This is what was written on artifacts and things like that. However, this is what you'll see more practically. This is written on codexes, on scrolls, and things of that nature. But in this school, we have this here on the scroll right here on our podium. Every Sabbath, we read the Hebrew, and we have a scroll that has the entire Tanakh written out in the ancient Hebrew. It's amazing. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a beautiful piece of art. However, I believe we got it from Officer Sadat. I think he out of Detroit. I'm not sure, but that brother holds it down. You can contact him on Facebook, and you can get your own version. They got large and small. Large for schools. The small one is more so for your own personal, decoration. However, the alphabet, as you can see, we broke it up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phrases, and we the salt of the earth, so we got a little to it. You know what I mean? So we put a little rhyme, a little rhythm to it, and that's what actually helps you synthesize and remember the alphabet. Okay, and then that's what helps you then build on to then understand the words themselves. So, how the alphabet go?
Avagada hawaza kataya kala lana sa arka kazakwa washita.
That's him. That's him. So we're gonna hit that first phrase hard. And hold on, that's the first phrase. Just hit that first phrase real good and hard. You say it. You ready? Abagada hawaza kataya kalamana sa'aipa tazakwa rashata. You got it? Got it right? Yeah, we start from the right. We start on the right and go to the left. So we start here. You ready? You ready? Abagada hawaza kataya kalamana sa'aipa tazakwa rashata. Good job. No. Take a seat. Stay seated. You good. Most High in Christ. Okay. Today, we're actually going to deal with a couple of fundamental principles of the Hebrew language. Show examples. Slide. and show examples of those principles. All right. So, starting out, we're going to break down the structure of the Hebrew language. Give me a second. Let me get to my notes. Wrong way. I had to pay. I don't know what happened. Slovakia, bear with me 1 second. I guess I can do it this way. Okay. Bear with me, Slovakia. I might be making something up. Yeah, what I thought was here is not here. This is it. So I was on the right page. Yeah. Am I? Yep, this is it. Okay. This is it. Okay. So we start with root words. Okay. The way that the Hebrew language works, it works like Legos. All right. It's building blocks. You start with basic foundational blocks, and then you can build on it to say exactly and hone in on exactly, Salakia, what you mean. Okay. So we have the root word, right? We have the root, and the root is usually 2 to 3 characters. All right. The roots of most Hebrew words are 2 to 3 characters. Okay. And then in front of the word, and I'm going to put this side as the front for a reason, because we in Hebrew, we write from right to left. Actually, I want a drastically different color. Yeah. So in the front here, we have prepositions. We have prepositions. Okay. We have those in the front, and that can be, it's usually 1 to 2 characters, usually 1 to 2 characters. And then at the end, we have possessives. I don't like that. I think that's too close. We get a drastically different color. Maybe. Depends on what's in the bag. Let's see. Or I don't know how she said. No, that's another blue. Let's go over here. Yeah, we got them Crown Royal bags. Know that? Around how it is. So, and at the back we have possessives. Possessives. Okay? And those are also usually 1 to 2 characters. Okay? That is the general breakdown. Now, you also can have compound roots. So imagine how large these words could be in terms of characters. You can have compound roots. Right? You can have compound roots. So you'll have 2 to 3 here, 2 to 3 here. Those roots are combined. Then you'll have your prepositions in the front. You'll have your prepositions in the front. 1 to 2 characters there. You'll have your possessions at the back. 1 to 2 characters there. And what I really want to get into today is what kind of goes right down the middle. In the middle here, you can have what's called verb tenses. Is that the right tense? Is it CE or SE? Nah, I ain't with that. Know what you mean? Nah. We got to get it right. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, Salaki. Let me look that up to make sure we're using the right tense.
Wait, TEN SE.
SE?
Yeah. 10.
Okay. Oh, okay. And tense, like you type, is CE?
Right.
Nah, tense is also.
Is it?
I don't know. No, it's also SE. There is no CE. I'm bugging.
Oh.
I'm bugging.
SE.
Yeah, it's SE.
Oh, okay.
It's tense a word.
Rob, just sit down.
Yeah.
It's a place in France. The lag here.
Yeah, like a pretense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, an obsolete spelling of tense is TENCE. It's obsolete. Okay. Okay. So what we have is a verb tense. Now the verb tense can do one of 2 things. Okay. And I like even how, like, it's dope. Like, understand that we are reclaiming our language here. Okay. From 1969, actually a little before that, brothers have been studying and reclaiming our language and being able to make sense of the madness, right? Imagine seeing a script with characters that you've never seen before and breaking it down to make it make sense, right? Not only have we done that, we now have like funneled it and shaped it to make it teachable, to make it now palatable for many different mindsets and knowledge type and learning types and everything like that. So verb tense. So it's either a verb that, like verbs do, tend to make them what? What are verbs? That do what? What kind of word?
Pardon?
What kind of word is a verb? Okay. Yeah. Say again. Action. Yeah. School is not strong suit. Action. An action word. It can make the word whatever you're talking about, which is usually a noun, which is what?
Person, place.
Thank you, or idea. Yes. So those things can become verbs this way, right? So how in English you have a word that's a noun, right? And you can make it a noun. You can make the noun a verb by adding something on the end of it. Hey, Shalom, Lord in Christ, Brother Charles, and Brother Vinny, young man Vinny, what it do, Hebrew? Shalom, Lord in Christ. Hey, man, I ain't seen you in a few Fridays, man. Let's get in, man. Most High Christ. So we breaking down how Hebrew actually works. Hold on to your seat. If I'm going too fast, please let me know. This is a little more technical than normal. Just a little more technical, okay? Just so we can understand. Now, when we see these types of things, when we're reading along in the Hebrew in class, and you start seeing these things present themselves, then you get that aha moment. You know what I'm saying? So, actually, I'm gonna make that a different color too. So we can either, with the verb tense, it's one of two characters. There's not many characters that make up your verb tenses. It can either make it an action. It can either make it an action, or it can make it, I'm going to bring this a little closer. That's better, but I still think I need to write a little bigger. It can make it an action, or it can make it past tense. Okay? It can make it past tense or make it an action word. All right? Hey, Shalom, Lord in Christ, true. The Mayala. What's it? Damya'ala. No, it's the Mayala. Salaki. Hey, Most High Christ, congratulations for getting that name. That young man has been trooping in this thing. All right. Look forward to warring with you, Hebrew. Definitely. Okay, so that's what this does. We're going to keep this general structure here, and then we're going to flip to the bottom to get some examples. For instance, do we have any examples of what's it called? Not a verb, but let's do prepositions first. What color were prepositions? I think it was orange. Yep. No, possessives were orange. Prepositions were green. So give me a couple examples of prepositions. A couple examples of prepositions. It comes at the beginning. Not in English. In Hebrew. Let's try ba, something that you use all the time. Ba, ha, and then the root would be, what was the root? Perfect. The root would be sham. Bahasham, because we use this a lot. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, or Yahweh Shamar, Al Atah, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. All right? So, Ba and Ha, remember, one or two tends to be normally one or two. It could be more, depending on what you're doing. Because if you said like and in the name, that would be wa ba ha sham, right? But anyway, here we have this ba is a preposition that means in. Ha is a preposition that means the. And our root is the definition of this word in the Hebrew is name. So this is actually, I'd rather put that in lowercase to separate that from the Hebrew. Name. In the name. That's what we say when we say that. Ba, ha are prepositions. Ba means in, ha means the. Ha, Mashiach, right? The Messiah, right? The Savior, okay? Things like that. Let's go to, I think we can stop. Oh, another one, you know, I like this one. Let's try this one. Brothers particularly like this one. La Ya Shar. Oops, Slovakia. Ya Shar. And this is actually not the root. The root is really. Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna break this down. We gotta break it down. No. Yeah. Okay, because this is technically the root because it's a name. This is the whole name. But the name breaks down into this preposition, this root, and actually, let me say this. These roots. This is a compound root. Right? Shar and Allah. Right? You have prince and power. Right? Those are roots. And the Yah is actually a preposition, which means he. So I'm actually going to rewrite this. And I'm going to put a dash right here for the sake of this class. Yah. So La Ya Sharala. What does La mean? Two. That means two or four. This means he. Yes, son? Okay, fair enough. Prince and power. You feel me? Those are some prepositions. Now let's use some possessives. Let's get some examples of. Let's get some examples of possessives. Let's get some examples of possessives. Okay. I actually need the words that correspond. Okay. Here's a good one we use all the time. That's fairly all the time. Yeah. I like this one. I like this one. What's that word? Salakia. Salakia. What does that mean? This means forgive. Yeah, definitely. Because that's the gist of it. That's how we use it. Right? And then this is actually me or my. This is, oh, I didn't put the dash down here. This is me or my. So it's really like my forgiveness. Right? My apologies. My sorry. Or me sorry. I like that too. Me sorry. But that's Salak Ya. It belongs, this noun belongs to me. Remember, it's 1 to 2 characters. Let's use this one. How do we say that? Oh, look at that. What is Abanawa? Not Abaya. That's Abaya. So yeah, so let's give you that. We'll give you that part, definitely. That's father. Make sure that mic is still on and hold it somewhat. No sweat. Okay. 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 So, just for the sake of the class, I'm gonna just do a quick refresher of the color scheme, just for shits and giggles. Keep in mind, our roots are in purple. Those are our root words. We can have compound roots, and the roots are usually 2 to 3 characters. We have possessives that appear at the end of the word. They're usually 1 to 2 characters. We have prepositions. They are also usually 1 or 2 characters. Okay? And what we will be getting into, what I really want to dive into tonight would be verb tenses. We're going to get into verb tenses, but I want to touch on all of it so we can make it one whole thing. And then we can start building words. Okay? Once you understand the Hebrew, the way it works, you can basically start making the words yourself based on how this process works. Okay? And for the most part, it works like this all the time. For the most part. Okay? Now, the verb tenses do get tricky. That's why I really want to get into that. But anyway, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. So right now, we did some prepositions. We did some possessives. And I'm going to have to recap this whole thing because we got some people coming into class in a second. But we're going to recap it all right before we erase it and get into the meat and potatoes. So here we have Abba, which means father. And we have Nawa, which is a preposition for our. It belongs to our or us. No, that would be Abaya. My father is Abaya. That is what that is. It is a whole other. We just went over mine. That's mine. Yeah. So every time you see Ya appearing at the end of a root, It means my root. Whatever the root is, fine. Whenever you see Nawa at the end, whatever the root is, it's ours. Okay? So you can't even say Salak Noah. Salak Noah. We can say Salak Noah. You can. Imagine, I don't know if you've heard me say this before, as I'm moving with my family in a crowd, it's like, oh, excuse us. Oh, forgive us. Pardon us. It's usually excuse us. And that's what you would say. Salak Noah. Salak Noah. Let's go, kids. Let's go, kids. You see what I'm saying? DJ and Kylo. PJ's not here. Okay, copy that. Copy that. Yeah, yeah. Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. You're doing very well. Very well. Good job. So those are some examples, like I said, of some prepositions and some possessives. All right. All right. You can go to the back. Y'all go to the back. Set them up in chairs. I doubt they're going to use them, but set them up anyway. I'm about to shower out the water. All right, bear with us for a hot second. Okay. It is getting warm in here. Okay. So understand, in the Hebrew, like I said before, it's building blocks, right? So we're putting these things together, we're making it shape, we're adding everything together. Let me give my shout out to Shalom Salakia. Sister Izara, Shalom Lord in Christ. Shalom Lord in Christ. Yahweh Shamar Lataba Hashem Yahweh Shai, sis. The water for checking in with us. The water, big the water. So with that, let me do. I want something with both. I want something with both a preposition and a possessive. Shalom, Lord of Christ, sis. Shalom, Lord of Christ. Okay, okay. Give me a second. I gotta find that example. I think I'm just gonna have to make one up. I can't think of one that we use frequently. Yeah, with a word with a preposition and a possessive that we use often.
My name.
No, those are just prepositions. There's no possessives on it. I'm a little stumped. Salaki, we just got another priest and prophet in the room. I can ask him. Can you think of a word that we use frequently that has both a preposition and a possessive? Yeah, I can't. I'm like at a loss. I'm about to have to make one up. Frequently used word with a preposition and a possessive. I can't think of nothing. Like anything I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to make it up. Or I could take a quick peruse through the prayers, maybe. It's probably one in the prayers somewhere. Salakia, give me a second. Let me grab that notebook real quick. Right here. Here we go. Nah, I came up with it. Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Okay. How about this? Okay. We know Wasalak Noah is in the prayers. Wasalak Lanawa.
Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasalak Salaki. And then we have Kasalak Noah. I like that one. I think I like Kasalak Noah. Yeah, I like that one. We're gonna use that one. That's technically frequently used because we used Abanawa, because we use that every Sabbath. So Kasalak Noah would be the same. So that would be let me see, and it would be and bread and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgive our debtors. Yeah. And that's actually as we let's put it out here. Wow, and this actually helps me understand this prayer even more. Wow. Kabawath Yanawa. That's your debt. Kabawath Yanawa. Oh wow. Our debt. Our forgiveness to our debt. Wow, that's lit. Okay. So like I'm learning with you. I'm learning with everybody. We all learning together. Come on. We all doing it together.
Growing up, you hear the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
I've said it so many times, but being in the truth and learning it, about the Hebrew,
right?
Breaking it down the way you breaking it down, yeah, that is hard. It is heavy.
Right, Most High in Christ.
It brings more light to it.
It does.
I never thought about it like hold on, I'm like, yeah, that dude.
Okay. And it's forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. So this is actually forgive. The way it translates directly is as we forgive. This salak is forgive. We're back here with forgive. Right? And ka is you. And Nawa is our. As we forgive you our debtors. Right? That's actually how it translates directly. But you have to then make sense of it in English. You wouldn't say each one, this is an idea. This is our forgiveness of you.
Right.
Make sense? Yes. That's how that breaks down. That would be our forgiveness of you.
Right.
Our debtors. Right? Because the very next word is kabawath yanawa. So that is my
Right.
plural debtors. Kabawath.
Wow.
Man. That's dope. That's dope.
Right.
That's dope. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. That's dope. Oh, we got the rib checking in from the. She ain't indicated. She's capping. She better not be. I'm gonna check my voice. Nah, she better not be. She better be at the slavery pushing that plow. Most High Christ. Make that manyan. Make that manyan. Shalala Christ said. Okay. Just to give a brief recap for my sister who just came in here. What we doing? Okay. What we're doing is breaking down the structure of Hebraic words. Hebraic words tend to have the root in the middle of the word. That could be 2 to 3 characters. You can have compound roots where you have roots that are attached together. We have examples of this on the other side. We're going to go through the examples. That's why we flipped it. In green, I wrote your prepositions, right? And those are usually 1 to 2 characters that appear in the front. The reason it's on the right is because in Hebrew, we read from right to left, but I've been writing it in totally English. So we've been looking at it from left to right, but bear with me. And that's why I kept the color coding the same. Possessives at the end of the word, usually 1 to 2 characters. And in the middle is the tricky one. We get verb tenses that are either gonna, and those are always, which I didn't put on here. Those are always 1 character. 1. Let me make that more. 1 character. There's always just 1 character in the middle of the word that makes it either a verb, an action, or a tense being past tense. Okay? So examples of that. Yeah, I like that. Examples of prepositions is words that we use fairly often. It's Bahasham, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, or Yahweh Shamar Alata, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. So Bahasham, root word being Sham, means name. Ba, in, ha, the. So this word will be in the name. And you see it's 2 prepositions here. Here, I initially wrote it as 1 preposition. And the reason for me writing it as 1 preposition is because Yasharallah is the name. It's a name. It's a whole name. But that name breaks down into parts, into a compound root of Shar, which means prince. Allah means power. Yah is he. So he is the prince of the power. Right? That's what his name means. Israel. Right? But La, Yasharallah, which most brothers like to say a lot, because that's when you toast or you lift your glass to Israel. La Yasharallah. That means 2 or 4. Israel. La Yasharallah. And actually, I'm going to put that here, because if I put Yasharallah as a whole root, this all translates to Israel. Okay? That's all Israel. But these are the piece and parts of the name. That's how it breaks down. Then we have possessives. Words that come at the, oh shoot, it's in the back seat. Jasira. Actually, yeah. End of the word. Possessives are at the end of the word. So like Salakia, Salak being the root, which means forgive. Yah is me or my. So this really breaks down to my forgiveness. So like my apologies. That's more literally what we're saying, right? But you can say, excuse me, pardon me, my bad. I mean, like it means all of that summed up in one. Then we have Abba now. We hear that in the prayer, in the Lord's Prayer. We were pulling words from the Lord's Prayer. Abba Nawa, which means Abba, which is Father. Nawa is our or us. Okay? So this is our Father. Abba Nawa, Habat Shemayim, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash. I got it right here. Haya, Shamka, Yahweh. Anyway, but that is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. So Abba Nawa is the first thing you hear in the Lord's Prayer because it's our Father. Right? Belongs, whatever that root is, belongs to whatever that possessive is. Right? So that is my forgiveness. This is our Father. So also out of that prayer, we have the word Ka-salak Noah. That means Ka is you. Salak, forgive. Nawa is our. And it more so translates to our forgiveness of you. So in the prayer, Salakia, where it says, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. So that as we forgive, that is our forgiveness of you, our debtors. You see? Because the very next word is Kabawath Yanawa. That is our debtors. Okay? But yeah, either way, that's how that works. Okay? So yeah. So good. We got examples of possessives, examples of possessives, examples of prepositions. Now we're going to get into the hard stuff. Yeah, it gets fun. Because now we're getting into verb tenses, people. Verb tenses.
I feel like I'm in 1,000 classes.
Why?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like
I tried to catch you up. That was all we went over. I mean, you missed the alphabet. You want to do your alphabet? You know your alphabet. Oh, prove it. Give it a mic. Nah, don't look. Hold on. Okay. Most High Christ. What you got? Mm-hmm. Come on. Mm-hmm. Yep. Bro! Hey! Most High in Christ. She crushed it. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. I ain't gonna hold you. That was impressive. All right. I don't know. I might even be able to point out an officer or two that might have forgotten that day. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Look, hey, you don't use it, you lose it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So like it. You've been here longer. I didn't say you're not impressive. Not as impressive. Okay, it's just not as impressive.
You've been doing this, Miss Sarah.
like two. No, not two. One, maybe. It's been about a year now.
Okay, that you've been studying the Hebrew?
Yeah.
I was thinking more like 2 and about 2. Yeah. Fair. But yeah, it's been about 2. I would say.
But see, that's the thing. See, we expect you to already know that.
Right.
That would be very simple.
Look at you. I got Judah about saying the whole alphabet. Like, what are we saying here?
It's a rock,
He just all over the place. So we're gonna get him soon. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get him soon. Okay, so next We have select. Next, we have verb tenses. I want to start with a commonly misused verb tense. So, any chance I get, if anybody been in any of my classes, any chance I get, I always like to take a jab at Christianity. All right, the fakes, the frauds, the ones who lie on the Bible and lie on the Most High. I love taking jabs at them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take some jabs at some so-called Hebrew-speaking Christians. Because they do something like this. I'm going to write it in the Hebrew, and then we'll translate it to the English. Okay?
Is this the word I think you
Of course it is. Of course. Because we're using that verb.
They do be fronting, I ain't gonna lie.
You know the word?
This is a Syrian.
This is the Syrian.
Okay, I know that.
You want it in ancient? We can put it in ancient.
Can we do it in ancient?
Yeah, let's do it in ancient. No. By request, we're putting it in ancient.
So you sound like you know the ancient pretty good, huh?
We'll see.
Shah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Do I have to go in order?
And I'll get to you, Shah. What else you got? What's that?
Oh, that.
Yeah. Look. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Mmm.
Ma.
Mmm. Well done. Well done. So, the way it would sound would be, let me help you say it now. Say the word for me.
Shalom.
That would be shalom, which a lot of Israelites like to use as, can we add that brother to this class? And let me shout out Priest and Officer Guy Kawan, the water for checking in with me, Big the water. Thought he was gonna pull up on me. Oh yeah, Juju down. Oh man, down. We gotta get that brother back right, man. That hurt my heart. And can we change the aspect? Not that one. Because we don't have the Hebrew actually up on the screen. Can we put go to the fifth one from the left? Fifth one from the left, Baba Shah? Oh, I got you. Go up. Big one.
No sweat.
And now I can't cook it. There it is. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. What it do, Hebrew?
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. What's going on, Adawan?
You know, same old. You know, we getting to it. You already know.
Con. I ain't even made it home yet. Damn, they work me late like a motherfucking Hebrew slave.
Hey, I already know how that is. We know how that is. You gotta push that white man plow now. Gotta do it. Alright? Hey, Most High Christ, but I'm glad to see you out. Real talk. That's a powerful trooper right there, man. Hey, soon to be priest. I know it. Oh, wait. I was supposed to put that Y in red because that's the verb tense. So we going over verb tenses. We showing how these Christian Israelites Be getting the thing all kind of wrong. So, Shalom. Shalom. So, as you can see, the root is Shalom. The root is, and I'm going to put it over here. The root is Shalom. That is the root, which means peace. Say again? I mean, yeah, it's we use it as a greeting and a farewell because we're bidding you peace when I see you, and I'm bidding you peace when I leave you. The wa is a verb tense, which turns it into what the verbs do. It's an action. It's the action of peace. And can you think of what an action of peace would be? No. No, I wouldn't say that at all. Taking a bath?
That's peaceful.
No. Okay, not an action of obtaining peace. but making peace. How would you make peace? What's the opposite of peace?
War. Chaos.
War. Chaos. Those are the opposite of war. So how would I make the opposite of war? Leaving? You're at war with somebody and you just leave.
Oh.
And now you're good. You made peace. Let me leave. I ain't gonna. Hey, we have peace now. I just made peace. I just shalom this thing out. No. Yeah. There you go. That would be how to make peace. A treaty.
Yeah.
A treaty would be a shalom. That would be how you make peace. Right? Let's say I knocked your drink over. What if I gave you another one? Shalom. Shalom. I'm making peace with you. Right? That's how that would be. Right? That's how that works. So when you see somebody, you're not making peace with them. When you leave somebody, you're not making peace with them. You're not piecing them. It's not a verb. All right? You're just bidding them peace. Okay? Peace to you. All right? That's not a verb. They use the action version of that word when they put the wa in there. All right? That's how we can jab back at those shenanigans they be on. We not on it. We use the root. Shalom. Simple. Shalom. Very simple. Very easy to understand. Okay? No, you were talking about the Jewish people. In the movie, the Jewish people. I think it was like L'chaim, which is it should have been L'cham, which is like to life. Yeah, so she was cheersing. I remember L'cham. Yeah, that's what she was doing. Appreciate it. Ain't that bad? Okay, so with that, let's get another example. Okay, we're gonna go. Do we want to do it the blue letter way? Yeah. Okay, we gonna do it the blue letter way. Let's get it. Okay, so bear with me. Let me jump on here. Let's do it the blue letter way. Because I wanted to come up on the screen. We're going to do it the blue letter way. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm going to put it up on the board. Let me get it. Slovakia. Oh, I do want to just generically give you your, which I didn't do. I should have done this first. Slovakia. I need to give you the 2 characters that present themselves as your verb tense. As your verb tenses. So we have the wa, which lends itself to an action. And then we also have the ya. Oh, why is it weird?
Just curve it a little bit.
That's what I try to do, but it ends up coming straight down. I feel like when I do that, it looks Hebrew.
I make one with the
Whatever. The ya, which is your past tense. All right. So we have the wa, that is your action, your verb, and then you have your ya, that is your tense to make it past. That is your past tense. Okay. And they appear like we showed in the beginning of class. We see that they appear in the middle of the word. So your shalom being a 3-letter root, it was the sha, the la, then the wa, your verb, right? Then your wa and your ya. This is your verb and your tense, your verb tenses, right? Because then the wa appeared before the ma, yeah, to make it a verb. There we go. Did I let that close? Yes, I did. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. So I want to keep that up there. And as we keep that up there, we're going to get you some of this. We're going to close this out. Hold on. Let me done it. Let me done it. Nearly finished. Okay. Interesting. Uh-oh. We got the bitters? La Yashala. Oh man. That's a good amount of Allah. Most High Christ. Okay. That's what we doing. Okay. Let's go here. Salakia, let's get this up. And then we're gonna join in to the StreamYard. Okay. Let's join into this. Let's enter the studio. And then we're going to pull this up on the screen. Okay. Pull these out the way. Here we go. We just jumped in. Then we're gonna. Okay, so now let's add this to the screen. Let's pull it up. And our example will be where did my notebook go? Oh, it's behind. But I don't need that. Salakia. We need this right here because I have it on a file here. Okay, it is okay. The word, and we're gonna walk you through the entire thing so that we can show how study is done. So I'm gonna add this to the screen, Salakia. Share screen. I'm gonna add this right here, share. And for the sake of what we're doing, we're gonna make this the main thing. Okay? So bear with me. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we're on the blue letter and we're gonna get a verb. And the verb that I'm going to, the verb that I'm gonna use is ruled. Okay? Okay? That ruled over. So what we do when we see that, we click the verse. We click the verse, tools drop down, or actually I think we can just hit tools. Yeah, same thing. The tools drop down. We're now in the interlinear and we go to the word itself. Okay, we go down. Wait, where did it go? That ruled. Is this where I had it? Hold on. No, it was in King, Salakia. Go back again. Back on my time. Back again. Which rule? I think this is it. Okay, open that up. That King Solomon, which what is going on? Hold on. It's Marshall. That's not it either. Salakia. So what I say? That's to be ruled. Hold on. It's mashallah. Hold on. Oh, I think it's ruling. Hold on. I'm bugging. Yeah, Salaki is ruling. The verb. That's how you make things a verb. Yes. Let's go here. 2 Samuel. Here we go. So ruling is the word, is the verb. They're ruling in fear. That's what they're doing in fear of God. We scroll down and we see right here is the crux of the matter. So ruling is ma wa shal. Ma wa shal. Right? Because the root word is mashal right here. Yeah, you can see that highlight. Good, 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 good. So the root word is mashal, right? Hebrew concordance number H4910. You see it there. That is mashal. Mashal is the root word, and to make mashal, which means to rule or reign, right? To make that plural, because mashal means to rule, have dominion, reign, right? To make it plural, we put that, not plural, salaki. To make it, why is this so weird? Like when I go to click the little node on, come on, son. Come on, son.
What are you trying to highlight?
The why? Come on, son. Come on, son. It's not doing what I want. So the why, all right? The why is right there. Hold on, it's right there. I promise, it's right there. So that why is what makes it a verb tense. That's what turns it into an action. It's to rule or reign. And now the act of rule or reign is ruling, is reigning over, right? To rule over, or to rule in this context, the verse itself says, this is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 23 and verse 3. It says, the God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me, he that ruleth over me, over men, must be just, ruling in the fear of God. Now, he that does what? He that ruleth, even he that ruleth is a verb. He that does this thing must do it in the fear of God.
Right.
So even here, he that ruleth, that is mawashal as well. All right? That is mawashal as well. Okay? So keep that in mind. That's how that works. Now, let's get another example, and that next example will be of Salakia. Oh, where is this? Oh, okay. So we did 2 of the was. Let's do 2 of the yas, at least 1. And this is why I said it gets a little tricky, because with the ya, what the ya actually does, the ya doesn't play fair. Okay? The ya actually replaces a character in the word. Okay? In the root, the ya replaces the character. So let's go to, very simple. The noun would be to take. So past tense would be took. Okay? Let's go right here. This is actually and took. And took, but they didn't put it as and took because they put the and in the front. Okay? Because that la'at means to take. Right? And it's actually the same. It's the same word. Why did they? It's that's kind of strange. Oh, because okay. Now understand what happened here is they separated it because of the English. All right, to try to help you make sense of it, and I feel like that actually bothered me more. So sometimes what you'll see when you actually study the Hebrew, you'll get to see where you may disagree with the translators. Not only would you disagree with the translators, might also disagree with those who made the lexicon. So here, I actually disagree with Strong. Because in this concordance, what he did is look the word here. So let's actually look at it in its totality. The verse says, and the Lord God took the man. We're looking specifically at the word here, took. That's what we want to see. Took. Right? So when they translated this, they said, and the Lord God took the man. Okay? When we break this down to its individual parts, we see and. Look what they put for and. For and, they put YAHQUAK. YAHQUAK. They put YAHQUAK for and. However, we know and, I wish it was still up on the board, we know and to be a preposition. It's just the wa. It's just wa. In the front of the word is and. Right? But here, it makes it seem like and is laquak or waya laquak. You see that? And then you see the Lord, which is Yahweh, God, Elohim, or power, Elohim, took, and look what it says for took. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. YAHQUAK. That's what it says for took as well. But look at this little arrow right here referencing upward. And this arrow right here. Hold on, Salaki. Why is it not? It's not. It's getting the whole page, not just. Here we go. And this arrow points down because these two words are the same. The and as well as the took. Right? Ha Adam is the man. Adam is man. Ha is the Ha Adam. Right? So here, if we read it for what it actually says, it says YAHQUAK Yahweh Elohim Ha Adam. Okay? Adam. Okay? And in here, you don't even see the af at all. So, YAHQUAK is the crux of the matter. If we translate this directly, it says YAHQUAK because the Yah is actually in place of, let me get this to scroll down again. The Yah is in place of the La. That's the character that it replaced in this word. right? Instead of laquak here, instead of the la in laquak, which is the root word, we actually have yaquak. That ya, actually, let me change this format. The ya, like we said, replaces a character in the word. Okay? So here we have the la in laquak is being replaced with the ya, which is the tense for past tense. That's your verb tense. And it's replacing the la, which makes it now, instead of take, it makes it took. So if we were to translate this directly, it would say, and took Yahweh power the man. That's what it would translate to. Now, this sounds like Yoda speak. Right? This sounds like Yoda's talking right here. All right? So that's why the translators, I agree with the translators. To make it make sense, they said, and the Lord God took the man. That makes sense to me. That's how they translate it. But for the lexicon's sake, I wouldn't have put that. I wouldn't have put it that way. For the lexicon. To be genuine to the word or the phrases that are there. Let me go down. I would have put the Lord God and took. I would have put and took together. And then because you're reading the English, you would separate it knowing that that's what that means. Right? I wouldn't have tried to line up the English on the left with the interlinear, the translation on the right. I wouldn't have done that. All right? Because that's a little confusing to me. That's far confusing. But they have their notes and their titles. That's what that arrow is for, because it's referencing itself, is referencing this same word in another place right here. And this one is pointing back at it. So it's like the one at the top is pointing down at the one at the bottom, but it's only one word. So I would just place it once, and I would put what it actually means is and took. Right? But in English, it makes sense to separate it the way they did. I do not disagree with the translators. And the Lord God took. So that and that took is actually one word. But this is how they translated it to make it make sense to us. Okay? That makes sense? Most High Christ. And with that, we'll go ahead and pass the class on to priest and officer of 50. That's like of 500. I need to get that man his rank back. Priest and officer of 500. Mama Sarbanya.
What? Hold in perspective on. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We have I.S.U.P.K starting out at 1 West 125th Street, New York. Room for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They are here to show themselves to the world. They need transportation to teach you all arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, number 18-21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew, not Ishra. 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you get to the treasury department or teacher. Please, we will offer for priest non-mandatory. Whatsoever amount you will like. upcoming holy convocations. Right now, we are in the feast of dedication, or the Hanukkah. You know, which lasts for 8 days. It started Sunday night. You better check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start with all black, boot, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. And with that, give one courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Men of Israel, Amajim, Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh, we said translate from Hebrew to English. As Lord bless you in the name of Christ, you have them top, hands down. Give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters, Amajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Sarah, turn to sisters. Lucky, men of Israel, Amajim, Shabbat. Amajim, Shabbat. Amajim, Barak.
Yahweh tomorrow, shine.
And we said translate from Hebrew to English. Is Lord watch over you in the name of Christ. You have a top, hands down, class Smith.
That's what we Before we go, I got to shout out my boy Jesus. The loud cry, Lucas to you too, man. Lucas. Hey, get in here, get in here. Salaki. Oh, yeah, Jesus. Check him out. It's on his birth certificate. Get in here, Jesus. Come on. Shalom. He said, come in. Hey, brother.